In a quiet village in southeastern Nigeria, nestled between red dirt roads and rows of cassava farms, lived a girl named Ruth. She was just 13 when her mother died, leaving her in the care of her father, Mr. James, a quiet palm wine tapper known for his honesty. Mr. James, unable to raise a girl alone, married a woman named Clara. At first, Clara appeared kind. She smiled warmly, helped in the farm, and even braided Ruth's hair. But as the months passed, her true self emerged like a snake from tall grass. Clara began by calling Ruth lazy. Then, she started starving her. While her own children ate yam and vegetable soup, Ruth was given cold pap or sometimes nothing at all. Ruth never complained. She missed her mother dearly, but she believed in prayer and waited for brighter days. When Ruth turned 15, her father fell ill. Clara pretended to care for him but secretly withheld his herbs and hid the money neighbors brought for treatment. One morning, Mr. James died quietly under the mango tree outside their hut. Ruth wept uncontrollably, clutching her father's worn wrapper. Clara did not shed a tear. After the burial, things grew worse. Clara forced Ruth to hawk oranges across villages every day. If she returned with unsold fruits, Clara would beat her with broomsticks or hot cooking spoons. She took Ruth's shoes, clothes, and even sold her school books. One evening, while hawking near the bush path, Ruth fainted from hunger. A kind stranger, a retired teacher named Mrs. Grace, found her and took her in. When Clara heard, she marched to Mrs. Grace's house demanding Ruth be returned. But Ruth had already told Mrs. Grace everything. The old woman, with her connections in the village, called a meeting at the town square. Elders, mothers, and the youth gathered. Ruth stood before them, barefoot, tears in her eyes, as she narrated years of pain and silent suffering. Clara was called forward. At first, she denied it all, but when a neighbor stood up and confirmed seeing Ruth crying in the rain one night after being locked outside, others joined in. The truth spilled out like palm oil on white cloth. The village elders ruled that Clara be stripped of guardianship. Ruth would stay with Mrs. Grace, who promised to sponsor her education and treat her as her own child. The villagers clapped, and for the first time in years, Ruth smiled. Years later, Ruth became a schoolteacher, returning to that same village. She built a small classroom and named it Hope Academy, teaching girls like herself to dream beyond their pain. Moral lesson: evil may wear a smile for a while, but truth will always rise like the sun. A child's tears are never truly hidden. Treat every child with love, for you never know which one will grow to change the world.